All right, search engine optimization time. This is one of my favorites. I have lots of favorites, but this is one of them just because it is like I get so nerdy in this. I can nerd out and it's cool. So let's just get right into it. We're gonna primarily look at our websites because I can't really show client websites often because if I do, the client's gonna get mad, right? So let's just get right into it. This is called Hrefs. Hrefs is a nice little nerdy website that lets me look in the back end of other websites. So this is our website right here, right? And I'm going to show you how SEO works a little bit. So there's a couple factors with SEO. One, you need to know what you're doing. All right, that's like number one. It's like SEO is like installing horsepower in a car. If you got 600 horse in your Mustang, but you're driving that thing into a wall, well, you, you're not. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. And so, like, you really need to be specific on content, on keyword research, and that's something we do. We do crazy amount of keyword research to make sure we're targeting the right keywords. And you can't just stuff keywords on a page because they can cannibalize each other. It's kind of a crazy thing. And then Google will see it as, hey, this guy's just keyword stuffing. Well, that doesn't work anymore. And so they don't want SEO guys like me, okay? And they don't even want you. They don't want you to succeed on Google. Why? Because if you succeed on Google, if you can go and just make a website and then go get phone calls, well, then you don't need to advertise. And that's how they make their money, by Google ads. So that's something we do too, right? But this is my favorite stuff because I don't know about you, but I don't like paying for stuff. All right, I don't like paying for stuff. I'd rather have it free. So I'd rather work at it, and that's what we do. So let's hop right in and show you exactly how it works. So we talk about content a little bit. We talk about making everything natural, right? Google needs to think this is natural. So look, this is called backlinks. A backlink is a link from one website to another one. I'll give you an example. A while back, this is my old logo, worst logo ever. Okay, I thought it was cool at the time. But this is a link from a Hamlet Hub, and they did an article on me of why small businesses matter, right? And we talked about our pay-per-lead program, and this is a link from their website to our website, and that's a link. So as you get more links, you'll get more traffic. So you see these links kind of go up in this, right? We started in 2017 and links are going up. This is our website. And then we have organic search, right? This is how much traffic our website gets, right? It just goes up and it drops down a little bit. It's like the stock market, right? And it just goes up and down, but it trends up. These are how many keywords we rank for. We're just ranking for more keywords. If we were to pay for this traffic, we would pay Google. And this is cool because the tool figures out how much that keyword's worth at Google. So if we were to pay Google, right, we would need to pay $1,578 a month for that traffic. All right, pretty neat. Pretty neat. No ads found. I hardly run ads, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. It's very specific. Got to be very specific. So that's basically like backlinking's one of the biggest factors, along with content and doing things correctly in Google's eyes. So what's that equal? That equals you finding us, right? And filling out that form and getting contact. So we do the same thing that we do for you to get you more customers, clients, business, and get to go to the bank a little more or a lot more, depending on what you do and how long you're with us. But that's what we do for you, and we do the same thing for us. So This is another side project, is we took a very specific niche that we had success in, and we made a very specific website out of it. And we do just pay per lead, and we do some SEO and some AdWords too. And so we started this in 2018, and we, the referring domains, how many backlinks we have, it went up. And so our organic search, it went up. And because our organic search went up, our traffic value went up. And now we can actually show some phone calls. I think I might need to blur a couple of these out. I should be okay. Our leads went up. Right? How many customers are calling us? These are companies calling us looking for marketing services. We were booming over in May, 23 calls that week, 25 calls in July, went down a little bit in August, vacation month, and back up a little bit in September. Right? So we do the same thing. That's how it all works. And so, you might be able to get featured in a magazine by accident, right? But you may not be sure what anchor text to tell them to put in there, or what you need to do on your website to make sure you're ranked well. We figure all that out. Sometimes this can be one of the quickest ways for you to get calls. And the other thing it is I call this the Whole Foods effect. All right, the Whole Foods effect. Let me bring up some, let me just Google something here. All right, Whole Foods effect. This is take like 10. We're just running with this time. The Whole Foods effect is who pays $10 for an avocado. All right. Now all things considering, I don't think they really cost $10. I bet they cost more like $5. But over at Whole Foods. But at Whole Foods, if you don't have a Whole Foods near you, it's like Stop and Shop, except it's like all natural food, and I think they even charge for parking. They may not charge for parking, but the place is just super expensive. It's outrageous. So who pays $7? Me in the middle. $7 for an avocado. Someone, for one, who can afford to pay $7 for an avocado. Remember that. Number two, someone who knows that avocados are extremely good for them, right? And someone who needs the best avocados, okay? So let's put it there. Now, when you go ahead and Google something, we know a lot of people skip the ads. We know 80%, 70% of people skip the ads. Only 30% come. Well, where do the other 70 go, right? And who are the other 70? The people that do their research, can afford it, and need it now, right? They skip the ads because they're researchers. You see any reviews here? I don't see any reviews. I see some good ads, but I don't see any reviews. They go down here and they go to the map pack and they read reviews and then they make an educated decision. This is where you want to be. If you're a local business, you need to be in the map pack. All right. You may be able to kind of cut it with Google Ads for a little bit, but eventually you need to invest in some SEO and be in the map pack so you can get the Whole Food effect. All right. Now, I will entertain a few things here because we do Google Ads as well, and our Google Ad nerds be very offended if I just trash them the whole time. If the ad is really, really good, right, it'll win. It'll win. So, like, I see this ad, and I'm like, that's a good ad. And then this stuck out to me. Hire a father's rights lawyer. So I'm going divorce lawyer, Provo, Utah, because over there it's, not 7 o'clock, it's like 4 o'clock. So I bet Google knows that I'm a guy, and that's why they're showing me that ad. Now, if that's the case, that ad might really kick some butt and might win over scrolling down. But the ads need to be really good, really good. Now, we make really good ads. But I'm still a believer in the whole food effect. So I'll leave you with that. If you have any questions, let's talk. Let's hopefully do some business. Even if you're not going to work with us, you need to do SEO. It just needs to happen. And please don't try to do it yourself. I mean, the websites that I see that people try to do it themselves, oh man, it's like, why would someone hire you to do what you do best if they could do it themselves, right? Just think about that for a little bit. Willpower. Hope to talk to you soon.